Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of Jobu's Day Job. We're here, of course, at the Red Brick House, where I seem like I am always at the Red Brick House. And get started today. Wasn't sure when we were going to go back. My wife is like, let's just wait till tomorrow. So that's cool by me. So we're going to go through, and we're doing some more kind of finishing touches and things in here. I'm beginning to really love the living room. I've just put on the second coat of varnish on the steps, and we'll go through and repaint that. We were having a discussion today, me and my wife. We have this piece of furniture in here, which is great. Once you start realizing, or once you start putting furniture in, you realize there's not as much space as you think. So this couch works great because it is a sofa bed. It will come out so we can have somebody who can sleep in here and be comfortable and so on. But there's not a lot of space left over if you're going to have this as the living room. So we were looking at doing a piece upstairs similar to this one, but longer. Problem is there's only like 9 feet of space between the rails. So my suggestion is actually we use this one maybe upstairs between the, so that way it sits against the rails, and then we end up getting one that's a 4-section piece that's in here. So that way you have more seating. The other thing I was thinking about is getting like some old style furniture chairs that actually have wheels on them. They're leather, but they can wheel around on the floor real nice, and then you could have seating. Have a couple of those. You can have seating over in here and things. And I'm rethinking the idea of the built-ins, because problem is with the lack of space, if we build this out, that space is not going to be able to be usable. You're not going to want to set something in front of it. So we may change that to maybe it's just bookcases where they're narrower or something like that, but we'll figure it out. But it is cozy. It definitely is cozy in here. Another thing that I just started doing was the wife wanted to have shades up. So we put the shades in here, which is nice, so we can at nighttime close them. We may make a little wooden valance that'll go over to hide them when they're closed. So we got that kind of stuff. And since the upstairs or the steps are varnished, I need to go through and start working on the windows. Now that the weather, of course, is changing, I've got some weather stripping that needs to go on there, and I've got window weights that need to be put into some of the windows. So I'm going to go outside, climb up the ladder, go through the window, and go ahead and get that squared away. Start working up there, and then we'll see where we get. All right, so we are working on the steps here, putting on the second coat of varnish here. This should dry out a lot quicker. Actually taking some paint thinner to wipe it down, make sure there's no dust and stuff on there. We'll sand in between the coats. After this one dries, we'll do a light sanding with like a 320 grit before we put the final coat on it. Be able to do that this afternoon. I'm going to be going outside and coming through the window up here because I'm going to do some other work up here. I'm going to work on changing and getting the window weights working over here. It's going to be interesting because we've painted the inside of the track, and we have to get the weights out of it. So I'm going to have to try and figure out how to get that loose, and we'll go from there. But you can see how that's going to be nice. We're using a satin on this, but it will be great to do that. Then we'll have to go back through after it's cleared up and all that, take this off, and then paint the black one more time again. But you can see how pretty that's going to look. Can't wait till we can do the floors up here and get those looking as good. The interesting thing is the color on these is a lot darker than the colors in those. These this truly is the heart of the wood. Some of the wood over here, you can see the sap on it. It's beautiful either way, but we'll keep on working on it. Yeah, this is definitely not what I want to do on a regular here to get upstairs, but while we're here, here's going to be my problem. This piece of wood comes out. We've gone through and unfortunately painted this. So I don't know how bad that's going to be to take that back out. I may need to take the vibrating cutter and kind of clean it up in between there. Yeah, I should have fixed these before she painted them. All right, so it's another day here at the Red Brick House, of course, and we've plastered up this wall, this wall, this wall. We've got this room is the last room that didn't have any finished plaster on it. And I have to say, I am damn proud of this because I remember how this was all blown out and cracked because of the roof leak that was upstairs above it that basically carried through. I remember there was a section out here where the bricks were showing over there. There was a big ass crack that came down through here and a hole. I think with this is night and day better. The next thing I'm going to start doing is probably tomorrow is organizing and getting all the stuff out of here put away into the garage, the workshop that we don't need, because we do have a lot of stuff here that we're not really using, and it would be good to be able to start getting that stuff out of the way and see what this floor looks like for sanding up and getting it finished. I think we've made a decision here, and a decision is that we're going to put actually about a either 2.5 inch, I'm sorry, 2 1/4 or 3.5 inch crown molding up around here, because it's this old quarter round just does not look good, and I've got some cracks up in there, so crown molding will be good. I think I'm going to need to use the plastic though, because it is going against that cement wall, and to make sure that it lasts. So that's what we got going on here. I'm going to clean my tools up, and then I got a live stream tonight and get ready to do that. And then the last thing I'm going to do tonight will be put the third coat of varnish on this. It's dry now, and I wiped did 320 grit sandpaper on it to smooth it out so that third coat will really adhere to it well. Well, I just finished doing my live stream, and it is time to get the varnish done on the steps here. I'm wiping, I lightly sanded it with 300 grit and wiping it down, get any residue and stuff before I varnish them. And I'm going to start out, there's a splinter there. I'm going to start out with at the top and work my way down. And everybody's like, oh, let's see you climb through the window. Yeah, well, let's just hope that the skunk's not out there. That's what I hope for. But the house is looking a lot better, and the wife wants to have a real big push on getting her done. So we're going to actually stay here through the weekend and try and get even further along. So getting these steps done and and of course, let me show you the other room here while I go get the varnish and the brush. How good the plaster looks. Look at that. Okay. Get all of the stuff up off of here. They look pretty good as it is right now. But in here, look at the walls. That just changed the room completely, getting that done. It's amazing still looking at these walls, seeing them plastered and pretty much flat again. We're going to go ahead and do a crown molding at the top and here and in the other room to finish it off. I think that'll be a nice touch, and it'll kind of hide where our wires come in right there, as well as, you know, the little crack that's in the corner. We don't want any crack showing. Definitely don't want that. All right, there we go. It is 10:30, and the steps are varnished and done. Man, that's gonna look good. I may put a fourth coat on it. We'll see how that looks. The good thing is this will be dried out where we can walk with socks and stuff in the morning, because it'll be, shoots 10:30, say we get up at 8, you know, that'll be a good, 9-10 hours of time to dry. That'll be light walking on it. It won't be fully cured until fully cured probably will take about 30 days. Now I need to be careful out here, because make sure that there's no skunk out here. Okay. All right, no skunk. Now, I don't have the key for this door, so I need to go out the front door so I can lock that one. Turn off the light here. Oops, wrong light switch. Got too many light switches and stuff in here. Go out the front door so I can lock it. I was worried about the gopher. Definitely don't want to mess with Mr. Skunk. Mr. Skunk would be definitely no fun. Mr. Skunk, stay away. Okay. Let's hope nobody thinks I'm breaking into my own house. All right, here we go. Things we do for content. Okay. Climbing the roof at night, in the dark. Okay. Hope I don't scare the bejeebies out of my wife. Okay, here we are. Take the screen out. And here we are. We didn't see Mr. Skunk. Oh, but we did get a leg cramp. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, and We got the window waves working. Or we thought we did. What the heck? What the? Oh, we got the screen in the way. Get the screen out of the way. We got the window. I just need to make a piece of trim to go over here. So let's close the blinds and call it a night. This is how we do it. And let's take a look at our work here. Look at that. Wow. They're wet. They're wet, but man, that looks really good. I can't wait until I get up here and can sand this out. This is going to be a lot to sand out. Now, the problem I'm going to have is this side over here, after we fix this section, is pretty close to being even. This will actually sand out, I think, really well. The problem is going to be is this was a hodgepodge of stuff that was done. And this, you can see, is low. So we're going to have to take the floor up right there and raise that up. You know, basically shim it about ½ an inch there on the joist to get it closer to being level. The rest of this over here is actually not that bad too. It's really just that. So we'll see. If we can get this looking up here like it does downstairs, man, that would be fantastic. So there you go, good people. I could put the shelves in the closet up and things, but I bet my wife is probably already asleep, so don't want to disturb her. I may just sit here a bit and just enjoy. Just enjoy. I appreciate you good people, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.